Couldn't say yet. But hi, this is Remy. Good evening.
Hope it works. Yeah. That's fine. Don't be the yes. Keep it in you. Everyone, please say it 3 times together. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So nice to see you after all 13 days. Right. So sorry for postponing last week one because we had to go for a ceremony in Los Angeles. That's why we couldn't so do it last week. But somehow hope you continue to practice so at your homes. Then so starting today's session, I want to do the same wish that we are used to do every day. I sincerely wish that may this session also bring you at least a little peace, little happiness inside, right? And may this session also help you to develop in the Dhamma path at least a bit forward. Right? With those thoughts, we are going to start today's session. The newcomers, they are kindly requested to practice breathing meditation as usual. The first step of breathing meditation. What you have to do is, please pay your entire attention to the breath which is coming in and going out. Don't go all the way with the breath. Stop your observation at the end of your nostrils, right? So the end of your nostril is not a place that you can see, but it's a place that you have to feel, right? So just that's the place where the general breath goes and touches before it begins its journey towards your stomach, right? So the end, it is situated at the end of your nostrils, right? And then observe the movement of your breath up to the end of your nostrils. When it is coming in, be aware. When it is going out, be aware. If it is gross, if it is soft, if it is long, if it is short, let it be so. Just keep on being aware, right? And if you are a meditator who has been practicing breathing meditation for a long time, sometimes you might feel like you don't feel any breath on one of your nostrils, right? Don't be afraid. So it has not gone. That's the nature of your nostrils. We always breathe, most of the times, we breathe in only with one nostril. Rarely we breathe in with both the nostrils. That's the truth. That's why you feel it like that. So don't be afraid. Keep on observing accordingly. If it comes through your right nostril, be aware so. If it comes through your left nostril, be aware so. If it comes through your both the nostrils, be aware so. Right? Then that's for the new students who are practicing breathing meditation. Then, is it hot inside? All right. Yes. Yeah. Right. Then the old students, they are practicing vipassana meditation. And nowadays we are practicing the fourth step of vipassana. We observe the sensations that arise on our back, right, up to the buttocks, right? So whatever the sensations that arise on your upper back and the lower back up to the buttocks, so observe them accordingly. And let it be coldness, let it be heat, right? Let it be itching sensation, crinkling sensation, or pain, any kind of pain, ache, or let it be any kind of other comfortable sensation or a sensation like pinching. Let it be anything. Observe it as it is. And sometimes it may be hardness or softness. Observe it as it is and understand. This sensation has also risen because of many causes, biochemical causes joining together. Sooner or later, until those causes are there, they stay there. This sensation stays there. And whenever those causes depart, right? When those causes fall apart, that sensation also passes away. Understanding that reality, observe it, reminding yourself that this sensation is also impermanent change. Anicca, 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 right? And if you don't feel any sensation, sometimes you might come across blank areas. At such times, understand that right now I have come across a blank area where I don't feel any sensation. Doesn't mean it doesn't have sensations. For sure, there are billions and billions of sensations here, but our mind, it is not sharp enough to feel them. Then what you have to do is try to feel, right? So don't force yourself to feel, or don't move your legs to feel it, possibly, But try to feel, so keep your body intact and don't move it at all. But try to feel the touch of the cloth. Touch of the cloth. So touch of the cloth with that particular body area, right? So then if you feel the touch of the cloth, observe it and understand their sensation, and this sensation is also impermanent, and changing. Okay, right? And if not, if it is an area which is not in contact with the cloth, if it is an open area, then yeah, if you feel it like blank, that means if you feel like it's also an area where you cannot come across, where you cannot feel any sensation, then what you have to do is uh, so try to observe the touch of the wind. Touch of the wind. So now all the doors are open and there'll be the wind. And when the wind comes and touches, you have sensations, right? So try to feel the touch of the wind. Just kidding. So feel the touch of the wind with those. So in those blank areas, if you feel the touch of the wind, that's also a sensation. Observe it accordingly with the understanding. This is also impermanent, changing, 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 right? Anicca, anicca, anicca. Okay, right? Like that. Please practice very ardently. With each and every step, let your patience to develop. Let your balance of mind to develop, right? Let your let your balance of mind to develop, and at the same time, so let your equanimity to develop, upekha, right? So most of the times, so we favor, right? Whenever we feel a comfortable sensation, we favor. Whenever we feel an uncomfortable sensation, we favor. So it is just like it is just like sinking in the sea, right? So sinking in the sea means going along with the same behavior pattern of the mind. What is the behavior pattern of the mind? Going always along with reacting to everything, along with aversion and craving, right? Aversion and craving. But there will be very slight moments that you keep your head high. It is just like, so keeping your head above the current. So try to maintain, develop that balance of mind little by little. So throughout these 30 minutes, you might encounter it for a very short time. But that's also worthy enough. Right? It can change your inner mindset immensely. Right? So give you everything and work hard. This is something that you do for yourself. Teachers always can teach, but they cannot do it for you. You are the one who has to work hard and do it for you. Tumhehi kichang atappang akka taru tatagata. Tumhehi you, right? By you. Kichang atappang. Kichang should be done, should be strive, like work hard, right? Tumhehi kichang atappang akka taru tatagata. Tathagata means the teachers, the Buddhas, or the enlightened ones. Akkhatara means, so the people, Akkhatara is the person who guides, who shows the path, like this. Akkhatara, right? So they are the ones who can teach you, but you are the ones who had to work hard and go through this path. Okay? So give you everything and work hard. That's perseverance is very important in this practice, and self-discipline is very important in this practice. You have to be a land lamp to yourself. Right? Even so, whoever else gain wisdom, it's their wisdom. So you have to obtain your own wisdom. Right? You have to be a lamp to yourself. Right? Instead of letting the this precious dhamma to be in the books, in the text, we have to see that, we have to experience it, and we have to study it through our own body and mind, by observing our own body and mind. So that's why vipassana is called as a technique which creates self-transformation. So which helps to create self-transformation by self-observation. Okay? So work hard, please. Work hard, giving you everything. Before we begin, every day I teach you so I teach you something which is very important for your life, right? That's what I'm going to do. So before we begin, so dear Dhamma friends, in this, when it comes to practice, there are 4 kinds of people, right? There, first kind of people is the people who drink poison with the beautiful glass, right? Who drink fragrant poison with the beautiful glass. There are people in this world who do wrong actions happily, right? Who do wrong actions happily, right? Then they are just like people who are drinking fragrant poison with a beautiful glass. But what is the end result? It doesn't matter whatever the fragrance. It doesn't matter whatever the fragrance the poison holds, or whatever the glass it is. What you drink is the deadly poison. You will die right away. Right? There is another kind of individuals who practice in this world, live in this world. They are just like who are drinking stinky poison with the broken glass, right? They drink, so the poison is stinky, glass is broken, but still that person, he or she is drinking poison, right? With closing one's own nose like this, tightening one's own nose like this, right? And then with a very unhappy face, right? Look, inside mood, right? That person drinks poison. What is the ending result? Same thing. That person also dies. So there are certain people who know that they are doing wrong, and they don't like to do that wrong thing, but still they keep on with an unhappy mood. Still, even though they are unhappy about doing so, unhappily, they do the very same wrong thing. It doesn't matter you happily do or unhappily do, finally. So you are just like that person that unpregnant poison drinker dies. This person also faces bad consequences of one's own wrong actions and live unhappily, die unhappily, and will be born in unhappy places, right? Then, uh, so then there is another person who drinks a very fragrant fruit juice, right? Very fragrant, sweet fruit juice with a very nice glass, right? Very beautiful glass. Then it is just like this. there are certain people who continue to do good actions with a lot of happiness, right? So before they do it, they are happy. While they are doing, they are happy. And after doing that good action, they are happy, right? So there may be certain people who are counting their fingers until Friday arrives, right? The sun arrives for Friday. I don't know whether there is anyone, right? So if it is so, I'm so glad to have you. somehow, so somehow, uh, so we have to have. There are certain people who happily do good actions in life. So that's how they practice. So they are similar to the people who drink healthy, the sweet, uh, so good fruit juice with a nice glass. Then fourth kind, so there is another person who drinks healthy, right, sweet, good fruit juice with a broken glass, right? Then so that's the fourth kind. In this world, there are people who don't, who have the understanding that uh, so these are good things and these are bad things. But in the outside society, they don't have enough. They are unlucky to have a lot of demotivation to do good things. All the other people, they ridicule that person and then disgrace that person and force that person to do wrong actions. But with effort, with an unhappy mood, this person avoids all those things. Facing that very stress, that person continues to do good things. Healthy fruit juice gives good nutrition. It helps you to live healthily for a long time. Same thing will happen to you when you, for such kind of people, right? It doesn't matter whatever the glass it is, right? So some of you might have so many things to attain, but still you keep on practicing with a lot of challenges. So if there is anyone like that, they belong to this category. You belong to that category. Somehow keep working hard. This is a practice. Either happily or either with so many difficulties, you are doing this for yourself. So work hard. Be either the third one or the fourth one, not the first one or the second one. Okay. With that message, let's begin today's session. Right. Everyone, please keep your back straight, neck straight, head straight. Please keep your right palm on your left palm and let your whole body to calm down from top to bottom, bottom to top. First of all, I'm going to pay our sincere respect and gratitude towards Buddha. And after that, let's begin today's silent meditation session. Everyone, please calm down. Namo tase bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhase. Namo tase bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhase. Namo tase bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhase. Itimiso bhagava arahang samma sambuddho. Viññācarene sampanno sugato lokamino. Anuttaro purisa dhamme sarati. Satta deva manussanam buddho bhagavati. Swakato bhagavata dhammo sangdittiko akaliko. Ehi passiko opanayiko machatang veditamo vinyuhiti. Supanipangno bhagavato savaka sangho Ujumani pangno bhagavato savaka sangho. Nyaya patipangno bhagavato savaka sangho. Sami chipani pangno bhagavato savaka sangho. Yadinang chattari purisa yugani atte purisa puggala esa bhagavato savaka sangho ahuneyo pahuneyo dakhineyo anjali karaniyo anuttarang punyakitang lokasati. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. With a very calm mind, with a very quiet mind, with an alert, very attentive mind, with a balanced, very equanimous, patient mind. Everyone, please start your meditation. If you are a new student, as I described, please practice the first step of breathing meditation. If you are an old student, please practice Vipassana meditation, the fourth step of Vipassana meditation. And whatever the technique that you are going to practice, may, regardless of the technique, may your meditation become very, very successful, giving you a lot of peace, a lot of happiness. Everyone, please begin your practice. Now, everyone, please get ready to practice loving kindness meditation in brief. Loving kindness meditation in brief. Newcomers, new students, if your legs are hurting, you can release them, you can relax them. All students, they are kindly requested to stay the same. Let's first share a sincere loving kindness with yourself, with you. Please think, spreading your entire loving kindness towards yourself. So please think this way. May I be well. May I be happy. May I be peaceful. May I be very peaceful. May I be well. May I be happy. May I be peaceful. May I be very peaceful. Please spread your sincere loving kindness towards yourself first. Now, let's spread our sincere loving kindness towards your dear parents, teachers, relatives, and friends. Please think, may my dear mother, may my dear father, may my dear teachers, relatives, and friends be well, be happy, be peaceful. May they be very peaceful. Please spread your sincere loving kindness towards your dear parents, teachers, relatives, and friends. Now, let's spread our loving kindness towards the neutral people. Neutral people are the people who don't belong to the category of friends, at the same time, who don't belong to the category of enemies. These are the people who are in the middle, at the center. So let's spread our loving kindness towards them. May all the neutral people be well. May all the neutral people be happy. May all the neutral people be peaceful. May they be very peaceful. Please spread your sincere loving kindness towards them. Towards them. Now, let's spread our loving kindness towards our enemies. Before you spread your loving kindness towards them, please get rid of your burden, mental burden that you created because of hatred. First, mentally forgive for all the mistakes that person did, those people did to hurt you. At the same time, whatever the wrong actions that you did, hurtful things that you did towards the others, ask mentally your own forgiveness. Right? Ask forgiveness from them and forgive for the people, those who tried to hurt you. And after that, calmly, please spread your loving kindness towards them. Please think, may my enemies also be well. May my enemies also be happy. May my enemies also be peaceful. May they be very peaceful. Please spread your sincere loving kindness towards all of them, your enemies. Now, let's spread our loving kindness towards all the beings in the world. Human beings, animals, visible beings, invisible beings, birds, fish, reptiles, regardless of their physical shape. So let's see the being as the being, and let's spread our loving kindness towards all of them equally. Equally. Please think. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. May all beings be very peaceful. May all beings be very peaceful. Please spread your loving kindness towards all without any boundary, any discrimination towards all the beings, all the beings. May all beings be well, be happy, be peaceful, be peaceful, be peaceful. Sabbe sankhara anicchati yada paññāye pasati atanimmeti dukkhe esa maggo visuddhya Bhavato samme mangalam rakhantu sampe devata samme buddhanubhavine samme dhammanubhavine samme sanghanubhavine sada sutti Mavantuti. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Everyone calm down completely. Now please slowly open your eyes. Let your whole body to relax from top to bottom, bottom to top. Now please join your palms together and say 3 times. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. My dear Dhamma friends, hope all of you had a very good silent meditation session. That's up to you, your own effort. If you work hard, you will get good benefits. If you don't work hard, then up to the effort that you put, you'll get benefits, right? So, so understanding that we have to give everything, right? Then I'm going to give you the small break that we give so every day. So for 2-3 minutes. Um, so within the upcoming 2-3 minutes, you can either, if you want to drink water, you can drink water, and if you if you want to go to the bathroom, you can go to the bathroom and come. But please be inside on time. If you don't want, please stay inside. Okay. Yeah, wait, can I have your phone? Because I won't take the 9 Thursday, right? Okay. Thank you. Everyone calmly. Please say 3 times. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Dear Dhamma friends, nowadays we are learning a very important, so we are discussing a very important series of topics. In Pali, it is called as Ariyo Attangiko Maggu. Ariya means noble. Atta means 8. So 8, then 8 noble. Then Magga means path. Ariyo Attangiko Maggu. 8 noble path. And we already discussed about 2 of them. Hope you remember. Right. So, Mrs. Remy, can you remember the first one? Right view. Very important, Remy. Right view. Right view is the first one. Second one, Mrs. Shehnaz, can you remember? Second one. Beautiful. Yes, Ms. Fong, Ms. Shehnaz. Right concept. In Pali, they are called as Samma Ditti, Samma Sankappa. Samma Ditti and Samma Sankappa. Right view and then right concept. I told you when we understand certain truths about the world, impermanence, right? Then suffering and no self, karma, and when we understand all these things with our own experience, not because they are in the books, with our own practical experience, when we understand them, then we develop inside right concept, Samma Sankappa. I told you that we develop 3 kinds of concepts, right? 3 kinds of concepts, right? So what is the first one? Right, let me ask. Mr. Kevin. All right. Mr. Kevin, don't remember that one? Right. Mr. Tim. All right. So there are 3 concepts that we develop inside. So when we get the right understanding, that is the base how our life gets shaped. So on that base, the life gets, created. Shaped. That's the word, right? So we nurture the life on the foundation of these 3. Nalini, can you remember? Uh, 3 concepts. We develop 3 concepts.
Renunciation.
Very nice. First one is that person determines, as Mr. Howard said, that person determines whatever it happens, I renounce all the negativities that I already have. Renunciation, right? I renounce all the negativities that I have, that I develop because of ignorance. Thinking so, that person works hard. This is the first concept. Then what is the second concept? Mrs. Tu, can you remember the second concept?
You will replace one's own heart.
Right. Whatever it happens, I renounce all my negativities. Very nice. Whatever it happens, I won't get angry. That is the second concept that you develop. If everything changes, right? If nothing actually belongs to you, then when those things change, when something is broken, why should I feel frustrated? It went along with the nature. Let me stay calm. Let me stay peaceful. So thinking so, even though let's say, even though that person got angry for such kind of stuff earlier, later on that person won't get angry because of those things. For an example, earlier you have a clay pot, somebody accidentally so dropped it off. Then earlier you got angry, you got furious, and you uttered, since I'm Bhante, I can't say those words. So you utter so many uh, inappropriate words. That's what I can say. And you ridicule that person and scold at that person and criticize that person, and that's how you behave angrily at that time. But after developing this understanding, so when the same incident happened, let's say somebody accidentally drops one pot off to the ground, it's broken, same kind, right, like before. But this time, if that person's right concept has developed, what happens is, so the level of anger this person generates, still, since this person is not enlightened, that person might generate some anger, but the level might be low. That person will look at the incident with an angry eyes, right? But that person won't utter those very abusive, very bad, filthy words, right? So, and at the same time, that person reminding about the impermanence and no soulness, so that person will let go uh, of that incident. So, let go of one's own anger as soon as possible, right? So, this is what will happen. Then that is the second concept that person develops. Whatever it happens, I won't get angry. Then Ram Bhaiya, what is the third one? All right, you were not here at that. All right. Mr. Adil, right?
Helping others and
Right. Third one, whatever it happens, won't harm anyone. Whatever it happens, I won't harm anyone. That is the third concept that you develop inside. If everything is impermanent, if there is no soulness, you don't want things to keep up to yourself. Instead, towards you understand that all the beings like to stay comfortable and nobody likes to suffer. Understanding that person develops inside four great qualities: loving kindness, compassion, sympathetic joy, and equanimity. And then, for such kind of person, even for the individual who does bad for oneself, for that towards that very person, that person cannot harm. Instead, that person thinks just like things like this: oh, poor person, I was just like this some time ago, thanks to the practice of dharma I changed. But see, this person, since this person still has the ignorance, this person harasses me, so scolds at me and behaves badly. Oh, unfortunate person, unfortunate person, unfortunate person. That's it. Just compassion. Just loving kind. No anger. No harm. Right? Even towards the person who does bad towards oneself. You know, one lady called Chitji Banavika, she came toward the Buddha to ridicule the Buddha. She created the fake stomach to show that she is pregnant, And she went to the Buddha and shouted, "Oh Buddha, this is your child. So why are you just sitting just like a stone on the seat? So you have to attend me. So you have all these great, patrons, supporters like this King Kosala and these ministers, millionaires, and everybody. You have to ask them to help me." Then at that time, Buddha knew that she is 100% faking. But Buddha knew that if Buddha said, "Oh no, don't tell lies," then she is going to die. So what Buddha did was he calmly said, "Oh dear younger sister," that's how in Asia how we talk. So, "Oh dear younger sister, the truth is known to you and me." That's it. Then no harm happened. But what happened was he got shocked. She never expected such kind of an answer. She thought Buddha would argue against her. And when she got shocked, suddenly uh, the uh, the tie, the knot that she had, that she used to tie this fake pregnancy belly, it got loosened, and the fake belly, along with those pieces of wood and everything, fell on the ground. But Buddha asked everyone not to harm, and then she ran away. Somehow, so this is how they are. Because of this third concept, they don't wish the ill of even against their enemies, right? Then when they develop these three kinds of right concepts, then that person's life begins to change. One part that person uh, starts to change is one's own words, right? The way how that person communicates with the other people. I taught you, I think, in a previous time too, that according to sociology, it says the very first lesson that it teaches is human being is a Rambahe, can you remember I taught you at your home? Social being. Human being is a social being. That's the first lesson that you will learn if you begin to learn sociology. Very first lesson. So we cannot stay, if we are healthy, right? We cannot stay without communicating with the other people. We want to communicate with words. But it is up to us to use it in a wholesome way, not in an unwholesome way. You know these blades, right? Someone can let's say a knife. So someone can use the knife to cut vegetables. At the same time, someone can use the knife to stab somebody. It's up to the person. So as wise people, we have to be wise enough to use these words in the righteous way, in a harmless way, right? That's very important. Buddha says, Purisassahi jatasya kutari jayati mukhe. Don't worry about Pali. I'll translate. When a being is born, an X is born, X appears inside in those beings' mouths. What is this? The tongue. Using the X, you can cut wood and cut people. Right? Just like that, using the tongue, you can say good words as well as bad words. So we have to be very careful. some people use this for entertainment. Their entertainment is talking. They talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. And whatever the topic that comes to their hand, they don't filter it. Whether this is a useful one or a useless one, or they don't have any filter. They keep on talking. But it's not the way how to use this tongue. A very small story from India. Long time ago, there was one royal advisor. He was a constant speaker, constant talker. The king even couldn't handle the activities of the royal court because of this royal advisor. He, in the morning, from the time that he came to the royal court until the time that he left the royal court, he kept on talking and talking and talking and talking. But he was old and well respected, and then he knew so many things. Therefore, he couldn't chase this person away. One day, when the king was, but the king thought, one day I will teach you a good lesson not to talk like this. Then the king went outside to check his yard, royal garden. Then he noticed in one of his trees, all the leaves had holes. Then the king asked, why all the leaves of this tree has holes? Then one of the ministers said, oh, there is one very clever, crippled person, disabled person who cannot walk. So that person's hobby is to shoot stones, pebbles. So he has shot all these leaves with pebbles. So that's why all these leaves have pebbles. Leaves have holes. And then the king asked the minister to call that disabled person, so crippled person. Then when he came, he was so shocked to hear that the king is calling him. So he came to the king and asked forgiveness. Requesting to spare his life. So, if he has done any wrong thing by harming those leaves, he asked to give him a punishment. Then the king said, no, I don't want to harm you. That's very fine, but I need help. If you complete this one, I'll give you a reward. Then this person said, yes, for sure, I can help you. Then the king asked another minister to bring a small vessel full of goat dung. Do you know goat dung? You know the goat, right? Right. Then goat excreta. Then he created a small hole. So on the curtain, which separated the royal court and the outside area. And then the king requested this crippled man to shoot those pieces of goat dung one by one to the mouth of that speaking, to that constantly speaking, royal advisor. In the morning, the royal advisor came. He began his speaking. Right? He kept on talking. And meanwhile, the crippled man, he also kept on shooting the goat dung. Finally, when he checked the vessel of goat dung, all the goat dung is gone. But when he checked the royal advisor, he is still speaking. Then he notified the king. The king so asked the royal advisor to stop his speaking and said, "Do you know? So what kind of a mindless speaker you are? You have already swallowed one vessel full of goat dung and still speaking, right?" Yeah, so then he described everything, hearing that this person vomited all the goat. He fell unconscious. Then the royal physician came, gave him medication to vomit everything, and after that, after this whole incident, this is not the time to describe everything. After this whole incident, he got used to stay mindful when he was talking, right? So that's how it is. But this is very important, right? Then, when you speak, we have to understand that there are what are the wrong kinds of words that we should not speak, right? Can write them down in brief. Number one is lies, musawada, right? We should not tell lies. That's number one. Then number two is second kind of wrong word that such kind of person, the person who develop right speech avoids is. So separative speech, the words that can separate two people, that can break two persons relationship, right? Two-way relationship. Third one is parusa vacha. Parusa vacha means so abusive words, vulgar words. So the person who practices right speech avoids these four kinds of words: lies, then separative speech, abusive speech, and fourth one is meaningless speech. The words which has no meaning. Certain people keep on talking, right? Talking about whatever the things that they ate in the morning, during the lunch, in the evening, and then they text the other people asking, "What did you eat for the morning? What did you eat for the lunch? What did you eat for the evening?" So like that, right? So meaningless speech, right? And then gossips, constant talks, disregarding other people's opinion, and various kinds of bizarre ideas. So these are meaningless speech, right? And then avoiding them, the person who practices right speech is going to speak four kinds of words. Please write them down. Number one is so truthful speech, just truth, right? Truthful speech, truthful words. And second one is unifying words. The unifying words means if I talk, I try to talk, unifying all of you, right? Developing the unity among all of you, right? Third one is sweet words. Sweet words, which are, when you hear, it is just like pouring honey to your ears, right? Sweet words, right? Uh, so, so loving, kind, and memorable. Sweet words. And fourth one is the person who practices right speech will talk meaningful words. The words that has good information, when and which is worthy to keep in memory, right? Which is worthy to keep in memory, right? So those are the four kinds of good words that we need to speak if we practice right speech. And whenever you speak, there are 5 measurements that you need to consider. Number 1 is whether this is the right time to speak or not the right time to speak. Right time or the wrong time. Number 2 is whether this is truthful or not truthful. Is this a hearsay or actually a truth that I'm sure of? Then third one is whether this is beneficial or not beneficial. Certain words are beneficial, certain words are not beneficial. So we have to avoid the so no beneficial ones, and then we have to always talk beneficial words, right? Beneficial things. And then the tone that you use, whether this is the soft tone, whether I have to use the soft tone or the rough tone. You have to check that one too when you talk, right? At this moment, when I say this, should I use the rough tone or the soft tone? Final one is, am I talking with loving kindness or am I talking with anger? You can say a truth with anger, it may be a truth, but you say it with hatred inside. It can make a big destruction, right? Then, so that's why you have to check that. And then, so these are the things that you have to be careful when, so when you practice, these are things that you need to follow when you practice the right speech. Right, speech is very important. Buddha always said talked about the power of our words. He always emphasized. That's why even in the 5 precepts we have, in the 4th precepts, we are instructed to not to tell lies, not to use the words in a wrong way, right? If someone practices right speech, then that person not only develops more peace of mind and concentration within, then that person is going to get 5 kinds of extra advantages. So I want to remind you those things before I conclude. First one is, first very important benefit that you get is, because of anything, you won't accuse yourself, right? Since you practice the right speech, so whenever you practice speech in a wrong way, later on you become remorseful. You accuse yourself, you shouldn't have told that. You shouldn't have told that, right? But there is no such kind of remorsefulness inside you, since if you practice right speech, you are not going to accuse yourself, right? Second one is, when the wise people get to know about your truthfulness, right? Your practice of right speech, they appreciate you. That's number 2. Number 3 is, all the people start to talk good about you. That's number 3. And number 4 is, when you pass away calmly, because there is nothing to worry. Throughout your life, even by words, you haven't harmed anyone. You pass away very calmly. And after the death, you'll be born in a good way. So these are the 5 benefits that you'll get if you practice the right speech. So please practice the right speech so ardently, and that will help you. That will help you to develop peace of mind, and at the same time, that peace of mind will help you to develop. That peace of mind will help you to develop concentration. Concentration will help you to develop wisdom. Wisdom will help you to understand true nature of things, and thus practicing so will attain real peace, nibbana, eradicating all the negativities, developing all positivities. Right. That's the conclusion. Now, everyone, please think. Together, all of us gathered here, we practice this noble non-sectarian pure meditation technique. and accumulated a lot of positive energy. By the power of that, may all the good things happen to us, all our troubles be away. Practicing this noble, non-sectarian, pure path of the Dhamma, may all of us attain supreme bliss of Nibbana, the real peace, real happiness. Everyone together, please join your palms and concentrate. Please concentrate. Abhimadana senisse nichang vada pachaino chattaro dhamma vadanti ayuvang sukang balang ayurarogya sampatti sagga sampatti me vache ato nibbana sampatti iminate samijjatu. May all of you be well. May all of you be happy. May all of you be very, very peaceful. Sukhi hotu, sukhi hotu, sukhi hotu. Take rest and see you again in the next week. Until then, good night. Good night to everyone. Good night, Mr. Huad.
Good night to you, Bhante. Thank you for the privilege.
May all the good happen. Good night, Ms. Rita.
Good night. Have a good night, Bhante.
May all the good happen to you. Ms. Sunita, good night.
Good night. Good night, Bhante.
May all the good happen. Ms. Tanil, Mrs. Divya, Padnika, good night.
Yeah, good night, Bhante.
Good night. May all the good things happen to you. Nice to see you.
Yeah, thank you.
May be happy. See you soon.